Pi coin listing? Not Binance, not Coinbase, it's Kraken. A Tier 1 crypto exchange just made a move that nobody saw coming, and if you're holding Pi coin, you absolutely need to hear this bombshell announcement right now. Yes. I've been saying for a long time that Pi Network no longer needs Binance or Coinbase to succeed, and now, Kraken has seized the opportunity without hesitation, and this listing may boost Pi coin's liquidity. Okay, let's first greet you all, and welcoming to the channel where we deliver the Pi Network updates that actually matter. Wherever you're watching from the United States, Nigeria, Philippines, India, Brazil, Germany, or anywhere else on this planet, you can join our community by subscribe and turn on notification bell if you haven't already. Also comment Pi Network to the moon along with your country to show the world how massive and united our global Pi community really is. Let's now get started. Here's the bombshell that has the entire crypto world talking. Kraken, one of the most prestigious and selective crypto exchanges on the planet, just rolled out perpetual futures contracts for Pi Network's native token with up to 20 times leverage. This isn't just any ordinary listing announcement. This marks Pi's very first entry into a major derivatives market, and the implications are absolutely staggering for every single Pi holder out there. What makes this announcement so revolutionary is that Pi Network has just achieved something that sounds almost impossible in today's crypto landscape. Pi has become the only major altcoin without a Binance or Coinbase spot listing to appear on a Tier 1 derivatives platform. Think about that for a moment. Kraken looked at thousands of cryptocurrencies and chose Pi for their elite futures market. This isn't luck or coincidence. This is institutional recognition of Pi's massive potential that others are still missing. Kraken Pro announced on May 23rd that Pi perpetual futures are now live with leverage up to 20 times. These are contracts without expiry that track Pi coin price movements, settling profits and losses continuously as prices fluctuate. The platform supports over 40 different collateral types across more than 360 markets, giving traders unprecedented flexibility to hedge positions or speculate on Pi without holding the actual token. The timing of this announcement couldn't be more perfect. Pi coin price has been showing incredible resilience despite market turbulence. Currently trading around 77 cents, Pi demonstrated its explosive potential earlier this month when it spiked to $1.57. Even more impressive was Pi's peak performance in May when it reached $1.67 before strategic profit-taking brought it back down. What's absolutely fascinating about Kraken's decision is the signal it sends to institutional investors and professional trading firms. Perpetual contracts allow sophisticated traders to express both bullish and bearish views on Pi's future price movements. Long positions benefit from rises above entry prices, while short positions gain when Pi falls. This dual-sided market creates natural price discovery mechanisms that typically lead to more efficient and stable pricing over time. The leverage component adds another explosive element to this equation. When traders use 20 times leverage, a mere 1% move in Pi's price creates a 20% change in their margin account equity. This level of amplification attracts serious money from hedge funds and professional trading operations who thrive on these high-stakes opportunities. However, this same leverage that can multiply gains can also magnify losses, creating the potential for forced liquidations and sudden dramatic price swings. Here's where things get really interesting from a market dynamics perspective. Back in late February, when Pi Network launched on Gate.io, daily trading volume absolutely exploded to over $3.5 billion. The crypto world watched in amazement as Pi dominated volume charts across multiple exchanges. However, by mid-May, volumes had contracted to below $40 million, representing a staggering 98% decline over 3 months, according to CoinMarketCap data. This dramatic volume decline actually sets up a perfect storm for the next major rally. Reduced volume often indicates that weak hands have been shaken out and only committed holders remain. When institutional money enters through derivatives markets like Kraken's new futures platform, it can create massive price movements on relatively small amounts of actual buying or selling pressure. The structural elements surrounding Pi Network add another layer of intrigue to this story. Approximately 60% of Pi's total supply remains under core team control, which means supply dynamics could shift dramatically based on strategic decisions from Pi Network's leadership. Node concentration in Vietnam and evolving cryptocurrency regulations in that region have created ongoing discussions about network decentralization and long-term stability. Community concerns about transparency continue to surface, with prominent voices like Dr. Altcoin expressing skepticism about the Pi core team's responsiveness to community demands. He recently wrote on social media that he expects calculated moves from the core team designed to create illusions of progress while maintaining existing power structures. These concerns highlight the ongoing tension between Pi's revolutionary vision and traditional crypto community expectations. Despite these structural challenges, Kraken's decision to list Pi futures demonstrates that major institutional players see tremendous value proposition in Pi Network's unique approach to cryptocurrency adoption. The fact that Pi achieved derivatives listing before major spot exchange listings is virtually unprecedented in crypto history, and suggests that traditional evaluation metrics may not fully capture Pi's disruptive potential. Heavy token unlock schedules represent another critical factor that could influence Pi's price trajectory following this Kraken announcement. Large holders gaining access to more coins on predetermined timelines creates potential sell pressure that must be absorbed by new demand entering through futures markets and existing spot exchanges. Regulatory clarity remains incomplete across multiple jurisdictions, which explains why top-tier spot exchanges like Binance and Coinbase maintain cautious approaches to Pi listings. However, Kraken's willingness to offer sophisticated derivatives products suggests growing institutional confidence in Pi's regulatory positioning and long-term viability. The convergence of these factors creates a fascinating setup for Pi Coin's next major price movement. Reduced trading volumes, institutional derivatives access, controlled supply dynamics, and growing mainstream awareness combine to create conditions that historically precede explosive rallies in cryptocurrency markets. What makes this moment even more compelling is the timing relative to broader cryptocurrency market cycles. As traditional markets show increasing volatility and inflation concerns persist globally, alternative stores of value like Pi Network gain additional appeal among both retail and institutional investors, seeking portfolio diversification opportunities. So what does all this mean for you as a Pi holder? This Kraken listing represents institutional validation that could catalyze the next major bull run. Professional traders now have sophisticated tools to amplify their Pi exposure, potentially driving significant capital inflows. However, remember that increased leverage also means increased volatility in both directions. What's your take on this groundbreaking Kraken announcement? Do you think this signals the beginning of Pi's next explosive rally? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because I read every single response and love engaging with our incredible Pi community. This additional recovery option addresses critical accessibility and reliability concerns that have affected Pi Network users. Email-based recovery is inherently simpler and more cost-effective for users compared to alternative methods. And it offers superior reliability since it operates independently of local telecommunications carriers and regional infrastructure limitations. This independence from local telecom services means that pioneers worldwide can access account recovery regardless of their geographic location or local service quality. The broader implications of this update extend beyond individual convenience. By ensuring that more pioneers can maintain consistent access to their accounts, this system strengthens overall network participation and community engagement. When pioneers know they can reliably recover their accounts if needed, they're more likely to remain active participants in the ecosystem, contribute to app usage, and maintain long-term engagement with the Pi Network community. This account recovery enhancement demonstrates Pi Network's commitment to removing barriers that might prevent widespread adoption. The development team clearly understands that for Pi Network to achieve mainstream success, it must be accessible to regular users who expect reliable, straightforward account management. This update eliminates the fear of permanent account loss that has historically deterred some potential users from fully engaging with cryptocurrency platforms. When we step back and analyze these updates within the broader context of Pi Network's development trajectory, a clear strategic pattern emerges. We're witnessing the simultaneous strengthening of both ecosystem utility and infrastructure security. The combination of expanding app functionality and bulletproof account recovery creates the foundation necessary for mass adoption and mainstream acceptance. These developments signal that Pi Network is preparing for significantly increased user activity and ecosystem engagement. You don't invest resources in building robust app infrastructure and comprehensive security systems unless you're anticipating substantial growth in user base and transaction volume. The development team is clearly implementing scalable solutions that will support the network's evolution toward open mainnet status. The timing of these coordinated updates suggests strategic preparation for Pi Network's next major milestone. By simultaneously expanding utility options and securing user access, the platform is removing the two most significant barriers to mainstream cryptocurrency adoption: limited practical applications and account security concerns. This dual approach positions Pi Network to capture users who have been hesitant to engage with traditional cryptocurrency platforms. If this comprehensive analysis helped you understand the strategic significance of these Pi Network developments, show your support by hitting that like button immediately. For pioneers who haven't subscribed yet, click that subscribe button and activate notifications, because I consistently deliver Pi Network insights and analysis that you won't discover anywhere else in the community. Thanks for watching, and share your thoughts in the comments about which of these 5 new applications excites you most. Are you eager to try the Snake Game app? Or are you more interested in exploring the e-commerce platforms for real Pi transactions? Your engagement helps our entire community stay connected and informed.